Go.
And here it is, the one you've all been waiting for.
Oh God.
Welcome to In the Window Seat. I feel a little bit like Michael Parkinson this afternoon because I think we're interviewing Rod Hull and Emu, and I'll let you work out for you British viewers which one's which. Kevin Jasper, good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you. How are you doing?
We're very well. Kev, you all right?
Yeah. Just very windswept and wet from the storm Amy. Yourselves, it
Grim, isn't
down
it?
south. Yeah, it's a bit wet.
He's pretending he's been and walked the dog, but he hasn't. Steve won't be happy later. I know that for sure.
And you've been wallpapering for the.
Yeah.
Yes, this is especially for you guys. Did that earlier this morning.
Love it. Fabulous.
Thanks. Thanks.
Right, so we know you guys as the Matrix, Kev and Jasper. But tell us a little bit about you. How you met, da 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 da. You tell us.
Oh God.
Oh, so how we met? So there's an age difference. It's 5 years, isn't it? Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. He
So
groomed me.
I groomed him. We met. We were both part time at a cash and carry bookers, and we just became friends from there. You were 17. I was
17. Yeah.
21, 22. Kind of
Oh,
at uni together. And then he just started coming out with us. I showed him how to be a proper student.
No. Tell him about Italy.
No, we won't tell you about Ellie. That's an uncut version. But yeah, we just became friends from then. It's like what? How many years later now is that? 20,
20.
20 years now. Yeah.
37 now.
And you both
So
live
just
and you both live up north, Kev, yeah?
yeah. So I'm originally from Stockton. Jasper's just down the road in Billingham, but now we both live in Hartlepool. We're called monkey hangers for anyone that knows that, because apparently back in the day a French monkey came over and we thought it was a spy and we hung it. So there you go, a bit of history for you. Uh,
wow.
just, Jasper just lives down the road from me. But yeah, anything else you want to add to that?
No, that was it. Really. Like you said,
Um,
cash and carry. We went to Monza F1 together. Like went from the cash and carry, and then like you said, our friendship kind of just grew from there. Really.
So,
yeah.
contrary to popular belief, you don't actually live together then, no?
No, we're not big spoon, little spoon. We don't take turns on each other and stuff.
Did you point to me for little spoon?
Well, you are definitely little spoon.
Absolutely not the little spoon.
But yeah, obviously when we started vlogging together, there was a lot of questions about, what's the dynamic, who takes turns on who and all that sort of stuff. And
Wow.
we're just like,
Wow.
but yeah, we are just best friends. And in 20 years, I can safely say nothing has happened.
And
Not that
and
you
Well,
know
yeah,
of.
because I'm straight, just
Yeah, 'cause
married, just also part of the reason.
I was about to
Jesus.
say that you're married, aren't you, Jasper?
Yeah, I mean that's
to,
the main
to,
reason
to a
for me that
woman,
nothing's happened is
To a
to a
because
woman.
woman. Yeah,
wow,
you need
yeah.
to get that out
Just
there.
obviously to clarify that for everyone out
Uh,
there.
And how long
but
have you
yeah.
been with Steve, Kev?
Well, we just celebrated our 18th anniversary on
Oh,
the 1st of
lovely.
October. Like, yeah, we're not married or anything because obviously I don't want to give him access to my money. But yeah, 18 years. It's ridiculous.
Excellent.
It's a
Don't
it's a
ask
full.
me and get me into trouble here,
No,
Sarah.
no, don't. Don't
Almost
panic.
3 years married, I'll tell you that one.
Right, okay, so getting on to our favourite topic. When was the first time you went to Vegas and was it together?
Do you want to answer that?
Well, my first time was together with Kev, but obviously because Kev was a bit of a groomer, he was a bit older and was allowed to go before I could go. But yeah, I went literally first. I went for my 21st birthday actually. Because Kev had told me all about it and how good it was and etc. etc. So we went there
Uh,
with another guy, friend of ours called Carl, who no one will have seen in any of the vlogs. He hasn't been since, I don't think.
no,
The scarred
but I sent you.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
sent you a photo of a photo of me and him when we were first there, and we look about 16. We had jaw lines, we had hair. You
All
know,
right, yeah.
Oh,
we actually look really good, I reckon, back then.
Do you know,
Um,
mate? What are you on about?
no,
you're
but
aging
yeah,
like fine wines.
Yeah,
Stop
it's
it.
core.
Stop it. Yeah, it's been caught. It's soured. But yeah, I first went when I turned 21. I've always been into fruit machines and arcade games, and I used to play cards and stuff with my mates when we were like 13, 14. So I've always been a bit of a gambler. So my mum always promised me when I turned 21, she'd take me to Vegas. So yeah, she took me when I was 21. I've also sent you a photo that I literally look about 12. And as per when you're 21 over there, you get ID literally everywhere. Um, and yeah, I just loved the place. I loved the grandeur of it. I loved the atmosphere. I loved the vibe, and that's why I started like recruiting other people to go.
Grooming.
But yeah, you
So,
can't keep saying that.
recruit, grooms, everything, really.
But yeah,
So,
I stayed at what was the Aladdin before it changed to
Oh
Planet
wow.
Hollywood. So all
Okay.
the theming was fully there for the Aladdin, and like I say, most of it's still there now, isn't it? From when it was,
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Cool.
that kind of thing. Yeah.
And
we,
talking about sort of vlogging, yeah, because the very first vlogs that I remember of yours were at home, and you did all sort of weird stuff with the Luxor and playing slots on TV and things. Have you still got those videos?
Well, I do, but they're not for public consumption anymore because that was clear. When I dressed up as the cocktail waitress, that was obviously some sort of sign of a mental breakdown because we just entered the pandemic, COVID, and we were supposed to go in the April 2020, and I just thought, well, no one's doing anything, so I'll try and just do a bit of online gambling on the TV and stuff like that, just to try and cheer people up. And then it just went too far, Mike. It just went too far. I found some wigs, I found some bosoms, and I put them on and pretended to be a cocktail waitress. So yeah, it just got very out of hand. And if you really want to, if you really want a clip of it, I can send you it. But I'd rather
I
just
think the world needs to see it. I think the world needs to see
Yeah,
it.
send us a clip of it, and then in the comments down
okay.
below, for those people watching this, if you want to see more of this, then let us know, and I'm sure Kev will re-release it as sort of a 5-year anniversary or something.
I want at least 50 super chats for it to be released, just for the embarrassment alone.
I think you should redress up, is it?
Oh, yeah. What for Vegas? Yeah.
He's not going to need a second invitation to do that.
Yeah, you know him as well as I do, Mike.
And I think if the audience were to sort of say what's unique about your sort of vlogging of Vegas, there's probably sort of two things that would come to mind. One is the incredible videos and creativity and the transitions that you have, yeah, and
Oh, he
secondly,
loves a transition.
and secondly, sort of the drunken antics. And we know from personal experience the number of days that you've spent in bed in Vegas catching up
I know.
on hangovers is probably more than anybody that I know. So tell us about these incredible videos, and are you self-taught or how did it start?
Um. So yeah, I'm very self-taught. All the editing is done on my phone. I don't have like a fancy PC suite or anything. All the music is just ripped from YouTube. It's all like mashups or like remixes and remakes. Or I like looking for that kind of music anyway. So I just see if it's like copyright, and then I just take it. And give credit to the artist and everything, or the producer that's done it and stuff. But yeah, all the overlays and the green screen stuff, it's all just done on my phone, really, and it's all just by watching TikToks and other YouTube and stuff, and it's all just stuff that I learned like again in lockdown. I just got like a
Right?
genuine sort of like hobby for it, and that's what I like doing the most. Like you know how difficult it is to remember to film when you're over there, and you get frustrated when you miss things out and stuff. Because I just love the editing part of it. Um, but yeah, that's why it's so appealing because to me it just feels like about like 8 years ago I was playing Snake on like my Nokia
Yeah.
3310. So like it blows my mind that now you can like do all this crazy shit on your phone
Yeah.
and you don't need to have all this fancy software and stuff. So yeah,
And just do you actually go along with some of these antics that Kev sets you up for? Are you like reluctant sort of assistant in some of these transitions? Because some of it's fantastic.
Jumping out the
Well,
wall.
yes to both. I'm reluctant but I do every single one of them because I don't even know why I do it, to be honest. Uh,
Is there ever, is
he's
there
obviously got
anything?
some dodgy pictures of me, hasn't he? Some from somewhere
Is
that
it?
I
Is there
keep doing
anything?
them.
Is there anything he's ever asked you to do that you said no?
I say no to it all, Mike. It just then happens. Or he just throws his toys out the pram, and then
Oh,
then you've got to end up doing it because you feel like, oh god, Kev's going his full.
he says all this right, but I think you've said this before on previous interviews. Like when we go to the meetups and things, and people come up to him and buys him drinks and says, "I love you, I
Oh
love how
come
you are."
on!
He he does it because he knows he gets the attention from it, and he's lying if he says he doesn't.
I
Do you
don't.
know?
It's very fortunate that we've met, and I've met on the off the back of it after that first Leeds meet up in Victoria Casino, like you guys, others, because like you said, the community is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's still like that freaked me out that first Vic because I walked in there and obviously everyone knew Kevin, then people just random people coming up to you going saying your name and I'm like, this is weird. I don't like this.
Because he doesn't watch the vlog, he doesn't know what's being put out. He doesn't
That's true.
know how I've edited it. So yeah,
But we've met
it's
some, like you said, yourselves, the Brammers, Sai,
Hogan
Cora,
Tucson.
Hogan too. So I've met some such nice people that without it wouldn't have obviously been in our
So
lives, which is good.
that's why he does it.
But I must admit, like it's not for me in term, which is obviously weird saying this to this audience, but I'm going to Vegas the first time I'm going on holiday, and then I've just got some
Go on,
don't know what
he was
word to
gonna
say, but you can imagine.
he was gonna hate crime you there,
Yeah.
guys. He was gonna hate
No, I
crime you.
wasn't. In my
This is a
face
PG
all
channel.
the time with a camera, and I'm like, will you get that out my face? Like constantly. Like so sometimes I like kind of go along with it, and then which Kev, I'm sure I don't know if you ever put them in the vlogs,
Oh yeah, of course I do. It's
but
entertainment when
sometimes
you're
I'll just
getting
be like,
upset.
right, will you just off? Like you do my head in now. So
Especially towards especially towards the end of the trip where you're feeling like it's caught up with you, you're tired, you just want to
Yeah.
go home. That's when it's the best material because you just absolutely fuming every
Mr.
time they get the
Grumpy.
camera out.
when
Yeah.
when I'm grumpy and extra sarcastic, that is I just
That's what
annoys
makes it
me.
even better, though.
Well, exactly. So you guys lap that up, and I'm sure that's why he does it on purpose. Because what he does is he leaves
Absolutely.
half of the stuff out and goes, "Ah, forgot to do this." The last day of a 10-day holiday. Right, let's pretend it's the first day. And we're like, are you joking me? I've been drinking for 10 days. You want me to pretend I'm like on the drink like it's the first day? And I'm
But
like, I'm sure he does it to wind me up.
but I edit it so well that people don't notice. But now you just exposed me for being not into my continuity.
Oh,
So
silly.
that's a little bit about that's a little bit about the videos and everything. But the other part, yeah.
Yeah. So what about drunken nights? Tell us about your most drunken night. You've got to have one each. And did you video it?
So what's yours?
Mine's the first time. No, we didn't video because Kev wasn't vlogging then. But first time I ever went to Vegas, we stayed at MGM Grand and we had a night out in Studio 54 when it was back there, which was like
Yeah.
there before Hakkasan and that. And we were there till the lights came on, basically
When
dancing all night, as you
when
can
we were
imagine.
younger.
Yeah, when we were younger. I think it was around 5 o'clock in the morning. And then we came out and we went on the blackjack tables, which were quite close at that point in time. I don't know if they are now, but anyway, there. And I thought I'd been sensible and took my spends for the allocated day in my wallet, the rest in the safe, yada yada yada. Obviously drunk, which I hadn't. So I blew everything in my wallet. And when I got back to my room, bearing in mind this was like the second night I'd spent all my spends. So then, yeah. So then I had to ring my dad, like, because I was 21 now, like, had no money back then. I was like, yeah, do you fancy wiring me some money, Dad? And he was like, you are joking, are you? You've got another 5 nights to go. So yeah, that was mine. But yeah, good memory.
But
Okay, so
the
what
thing
about
about
your
that trip,
trip? Oh,
well,
sorry.
just going off the back of his trip, I was absolutely fascinated with this woman that was dancing on the podium. Can you remember? Obviously,
I never noticed.
I'm a friend of Dorothy's. I follow the yellow brick road. But this woman, she was just like, wow, she was amazing. I was just like, I think I might be bisexual. But I think that was because we were at 5 o'clock in the morning, delirium took over, just complete drunkenness. But my favourite, most recent one that we vlogged night out was when we first went back in 2022 after we were able to go back, was when we did the bar crawl down Fremont Street and we tried to knock off the nine casinos.
Mhm.
And to be fair, that was the first time we'd ever give like downtown a good go, and got to, visit all the different places. And I've sent you a clip of like Steve basically telling me off because he's got cameras up there, and I'm just like,
When in Vegas, it's really easy to get carried away. Not only with gambling, but you've got to think about your alcohol consumption as well, because when you're drunk, you do silly things, and silly things lead to silly consequences. So please, just moderate your drinking, think about tomorrow and the future.
but I just remember it just being a fantastic time, and he skipped out on the last two bars, didn't he? Because he just couldn't keep up because he's a lightweight.
Buffalo did me, didn't it?
But yeah, nothing crazy happened. I just remember having a really good time
Yeah.
and being able to see Fremont Street for what it was. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So, fancy dress seems to be something that you're quite keen on. What's your favourite one?
You might want to rephrase that one, Sarah.
Sorry?
You might want to rephrase that one.
He loved
Kev, if you're talking direct to Kev, then absolutely keen on. But
Oh, come on, you loved it. You loved
it
Zeus.
was a good. I loved that night actually. To be fair, yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite one of him because I can't believe, like, obviously I said we were going for Halloween. I said you need to get like an outfit together. Do you want to go as like Heidi and Hannah? And he's like, absolutely no way whatsoever. So he got the costume together for Zeus, and he got his little
Took me top off, didn't
got his pecs out, didn't he, for everyone to
Did?
see?
he? Yeah.
So yeah,
I
I
think
thought
we
that was a
rescued you that night, Jas.
That honestly, I love that night. Like you said, we had such a good time. And
We did.
again, that was I'd probably just I think we just met really on in
That
terms
was the
of
first time we'd met. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So we just met and we had like got on well and like it was a good group of us and we went in the high limit room and
Yeah,
one
Casey
on
was there,
Zeus
and
and I'm dressed as Zeus, so like we're all
Rach was
laughing.
there as well, weren't she? Yeah, yeah.
The leprechaun.
Yeah.
Not.
That's right. So I'm sure there's a lot of strange things that's happened to you while you've been vlogging in Vegas, but what's one of the strangest? You got any stories of things you've seen? Or is it normally people seeing you?
I mean,
Yeah.
I got to lay down on the sidewalk like in the 40-degree heat at one point
for transition.
for transition. While Kev's jumping up and down like trying to
That was the
box
time. Going back to the editing question, people say that the film everything and look back to like glow on the memories. I know I've gone too far. I see these transitions and stuff, and I try and put it in the vlog that, and I look back and I go, what the are you doing? Like, why are you clicking your fingers and making the strap appear? Like, why have you done that? But like, so I know I need to reel that back a little bit because it's just gone a bit too far.
No,
But
never.
No.
no, it
way.
is. It's absolute cringe. It's cringe fest, and I have to fast forward it because obviously I want to see the good wins and stuff, and us having a bit of banter and stuff. But when I do that, I'm like, oh my god, what were you thinking about? But yeah, the strange thing. The strangest thing is going to Planet Hollywood and Blondies and paying about fucking $45 for a pint. That was the strangest thing.
F-bomb.
Sorry, I just F-bombed. Beep. Beep it out.
He tells everyone I do it all the time. It's not easily bad influence.
Well, no, we've not been able to people can capture like people like falling asleep on slot machines and stuff like that. I've not managed to do
Why did you
that.
pay $45 for a beer in Blondies?
I'm exaggerating. It was about 17 quid. Was it about 17 quid for one pint?
Yeah,
We thought we were there for happy hour.
So we went mental because the Man U match was on. It was our first day. And there was three of us, and the bill came. It was about $400 odd. And obviously, you can imagine his face. I was just like, "Oh, it's Vegas, whatever." That was it all day.
Because obviously,
Based on him.
Blondies do the all you can drink for $20.
Yeah.
And I just like, when I saw a sign saying these are our happy hours from like 1 till 4, whatever it was, we were in that time frame, and then the bill came. It was like, oh, that's $18 a drink.
No, unfortunately, we weren't in the time frame. It was like 3 till 6, and we got there at 12 o'clock at like lunchtime.
Oops.
There's quite a lot of chaos follows you around in Vegas, isn't there?
Say that I didn't eat that one. Sorry.
A lot of chaos surrounding us. Yeah, he says that I'm feral, but
He is
I
feral.
don't see him though.
He does fail.
So in terms of where you stay, yeah, are you MGM loyalists or do you sort of hop around? Do you surf it down Fremont Street at all?
We've tried, haven't we?
So I had one night. Was it Queens
Yeah,
or the Nugget?
we tried Four Queens once, and we weren't a fan because it was a bit noisy and it wasn't like up to Jasper's standard, which is like up here. My standard's here, but Four Queens was like a bit down there. I'm not trying to come as a snob, but we were literally on like
We had one of the speakers for the
yeah
walkway thing in our room, basically.
yeah.
Like it was unbelievable. It's like
But yeah, we would never. I don't think we'd ever stayed downtown again unless it was like Circa or somewhere like that, a bit
Yeah.
more like high end. You know, like where you can do that, or you all in for $400, where you get like 2 nights and all the credit and stuff.
Yeah.
But he doesn't even know. That's
Oh.
why he doesn't watch the blog. He doesn't know about it.
is that Circa?
Yeah, shush.
Oh yeah, I do Circa.
But
No,
yeah,
there
we
you
are
go.
individuals, and like I say, you know, you've spoke to people before about how good MGM comps are, and like you know the frequent and the consistent usually. We get you get a few Caesars comps, don't you? With very minimal play up to like 4 or 5 nights, but we just don't ever make use of that. Um, sorry, the dog's just headbutted the door. My dog, my dog's not blind. I don't know why he's done
Oh,
that. Is he all
bless.
right? We do the whole comp match to Resorts World and Fontainebleau. Um, but we don't go enough to because you know like obviously people do like 4-3-4 or
Yeah.
4-3-3.
Yeah.
I think the longest we've been is like 9 nights, so we've never really like went back to MGM. But I know a lot of people do that,
Yeah.
and obviously that's why they're good for that as well, isn't it? For the split.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, so if you could design, what would your perfect Vegas day be if you could design it? No
No
hangovers.
vlogging, beautiful. No, I'm only joking. Go on, you go
Oh,
first.
I don't. Why are you saying that? No vlogging. That's what's made you like.
that's what's made you
Like,
famous.
don't say it's Edison cringe. Like, go on, you what's your favorite? I don't know.
Perfect day. Wake up with no hangover.
Nick.
Yeah. Go for a nice breakfast and get no indigestion because I don't know what the friggin' putting in the food over there, but I always get indigestion.
You know what they're putting in.
MSG.
Chemistry.
Um, what else?
Full
Probably
time?
win a hand tear.
Oh yeah, we've never done a hand.
We've never had a
got
hand
hand
tear.
Oh,
Never. I
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Saw your video come up the other day somewhere with your poker.
that was a
Cheeky.
cracker.
That was a cracker.
It's been a long time between drinks, though. We're waiting for another one.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
You're going in a couple of weeks, aren't you? It'll
Yeah.
come back. It'll come
Yeah.
back.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And then a nap. I'd love a nap. I'd love to incorporate a nap.
Nana nap.
Yeah. Go back out, get a hand pay on Heidi, plot machine. And then go back with the cast of Thunder from Down Under, I think.
You've got one of them.
You, Jax.
I'm not going to say the latter one, obviously, the alternative. But
It's going to be very vanilla because his
perfect
wife might be
day.
watching.
I'd like to wake up and open my curtains. I'll press the button so they automatically open. In the Bellagio, watching the fountains go up and down. And then go and have a nice breakfast.
One of me, Gabby.
Yeah, maybe over there. That's good. That's all right. That does me.
Nice
And
brunch.
then
You guys hate Monami, Gabby, don't you? Well, not
It's
hate it,
not.
but it's
It's
not as
we've,
good as it was.
we've not been back for a little while. No.
I
Yeah.
just like the location, like just like sitting outside somewhere, like with the view. That's because it's sometimes, although it's getting better, it's quite hard in Vegas to find somewhere like that without literally having your eyes out. So I think that's quite nice. You know what I'd like? I'd like somewhere where it's a nice day that's like mid-20s, so you can sit around a pool where you don't have to pay like $1,000 for an umbrella so you don't get skin cancer and just chill all day. And then a few beers around the pool, and then on the night, like they said, go and gamble, hit hard. A bit of an NFL game in there somewhere. I know, like it's only 24 hours in a day, but
He's packing a lot into this
It's a
day.
busy
I never get my
day,
way though,
busy
guys.
day.
I never get my way, so I need to, if I get my day, I'm cramming 24 hours worth. I'm no nap for me.
But you've seen him go NHL on 2 different trips, so You do get your
'Cause
overnight.
you've done the American football, haven't you? At the Allegiant, you did it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Previous trip. Cool. So hotels then, yeah. So if you got favourite hotels, and if you've got one that you could eradicate off the strip, which is the either least favourite or least lucky, or which one? Pick one hotel to get rid of.
Horseshoe or Bally's, whatever you call it. It's absolutely gash.
Someone else said that, didn't they?
Yeah, it is. And I hate the fact that you get there and you think, oh, I'm here, and then you've got a 10-mile hike in under the canopies. And you get in there and it's just like a new build house where someone just painted it all white and it's just boring. So yeah, that's for me. So yeah, Bally's, if you want to give us some free costs to change our mind, send them to Matrix 2021.
What about you, Kev?
Can I be a bit cheeky? I'm going to be a bit cheeky. I'm going to remove Aria.
What?
Yeah. I'm going to remove Aria just to see what all the vloggers do when there's no gem bar there. You'd be like this, you'd be like, going, oh my God, where do we go?
Well, that's easy.
No, but also Aria, every time we go, we never ever win. Never ever win. That's the place where I get propositioned by ladies in the night.
What's happening to you?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I just get
I vote keep Aria.
no, it's a nice property. They do it all out really nice. But I just get a bad juju in there. I just get a bad juju.
Juju.
But
Bad
yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Bad vibes. Bad vibes.
Juju.
Juju. I'm going to
So if
use
you
that. Like
so if you're eradicating the Aria and Bally's, did you say Horseshoe?
Yeah, whatever it's called.
What's missing in the city? What would you build in its place?
I've said this many times before in person and under the like chats and stuff, but I think we're missing a London hotel with like the Tower Bridge, red phone boxes everywhere, people going around with cups of tea and crumpets.
There's
and
one in
shit.
there's one in Macau, isn't there? That's London.
Yeah.
I think it's called the Londoner in Macau.
I think it'd work because obviously regional differences, but Americans as a whole love
Yeah.
the Brits, and they love our history and our royalty and everything. So I just think it'd be a win, and
Yeah, and
obviously it would
if
keep
you
the
ever go to
whole.
if you ever go to the Windstar in Oklahoma on the Oklahoma-Texas border, which we did
Oh, it's
a couple
massive,
of years
isn't it?
ago, it's huge. But they have a
Yeah.
London-themed area of it, with
Yeah.
Big Ben and various other landmarks and things. So yeah, I
But you
agree.
know how fantastic New York is with like the structures they managed to do the architecture around like the actual physical buildings. They
Yeah.
could do that with London, with like the
I think
Gherkin and the Shard and everything.
And
I
St.
just think,
Paul's
and then
and Big
obviously,
Ben and everything. Yeah, it looked cool.
yeah, and there could be like
Definitely.
cups of tea refilling stations for people, and like the people who work there could be going like, "Hello, Gabna," you know, just keep the theming going, guys. Keep the theming going.
So
Well-
what about you, Jazz?
I think now this is going to be very unpopular with
Oh.
Mr. Trump, but on a similar one, like China, they should like have some like ancient Chinese Asian place because that would look and stand out so good. But yeah,
Isn't
but I think no, but I think we're both on the opinion. I know that like kind of going away from it, but like the themed hotels, I think
Yeah.
that's what draws us to Vegas initially.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, Fontainebleau and Cosmo,
Oh.
who are a bit more kind of like, a bit more sort of standard. They're still really nice inside, but I just, Vegas is built on theming, so I don't understand why they are moving away
Yeah, like-
from that.
Treasure Island was class just for the theming
Yeah.
and stuff. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Great.
True.
like they put like Virgin on.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so if you're not in Vegas on holiday, we noticed that you're cruising quite a bit. So tell us about your cruising, and have you got a bucket list destination that you'd love to cruise to?
Well, you've been on a cruise as well, haven't you? Not just me, because I turned 40, and that's what old people do. They just go on cruises, don't they? You get old and you go on a cruise. But we caught the cruise and bug, me and Steve. So, yeah, I love the fact that it's always immaculate. The service is fantastic. I thought it'd be really claustrophobic, but it's not. It's like massive. It's like basically a floating city. And obviously every cruise line, well, ones that we've been on, has got like a decent casino in there. And it just reminds you of Vegas because you know our casino, land-based casino scene's awful. It's like two providers. They're not the same as the ones that you get in Vegas. But when you're on a cruise, it reminds you of you being in Vegas, but
Yeah.
then you don't have like the jet lag, you don't have the sleep deprivation. So I kind of get this. Obviously, it won't ever match the same level as Vegas, but you get the same kind of like feeling that you are on like a little bit of a mini Vegas trip. And that's the reason why we're doing it. And like obviously you can do the whole comp matches as well with MGM. So the cruises don't cost us anything, obviously other than gambling. And yeah, that's why I like it. What did you think about your cruise?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
You,
I've
you,
only
you,
been on one, but yeah, I loved it. As soon as we got on there, like Jess, my wife, was like, "Yeah, this is just Vegas on a boat," and I was just like, "Yeah." So that's probably why he certainly, and yeah, it is good because, like you said, it's got all the different bars which are like different themed and stuff, and obviously the casino, etc. And
and,
yeah,
and and Steve was in the lifeboats for like 20 odd years, so he's got a massive thing for like the nautical thing, and he loves all the engineering and stuff, so he's happy with all that sort of stuff.
And where
Yeah.
would be for you and Jess Jasper for in terms of a bucket list place? Where would you have on your bucket list that isn't Vegas?
what cruising or just holiday?
Anything.
Probably we are looking probably safari somewhere. I think we'd like to do. It's just like in the near future, maybe go and do a safari. She really much wants to go to the Maldives, but I don't think it'd entertain me much. To like 2 days of snorkeling, I think then I'd be building sandcastles like a 3-year-old or something to entertain myself.
And winding back to Vegas, yeah. So if you could go out for dinner with a famous person in Vegas, either dead or alive, who would it be?
Go for it. I don't know. Yeah,
Ma- Mine's really obviously very straightforward. Britney Spears. I'd just get her to dinner and say, right, how are Britney? What's going on? Let's sort you out. Come on.
That's
Let's go to
precise.
let's go to Stage Door and have a hot dog and tell me what's going on.
she just mime at you though.
Would you
Point
would you
that.
go would you go and play a slot machine afterwards?
They've all gone.
Oh yeah.
They've all gone. But yeah, I'd be like, give them the license back, Britney, so we can play your Britney Spears slot machine. But yeah, I just basically try and help her because she's going through some rough times.
Oh god, I have no idea. That question's totally got me off guard.
He'd
Uh,
probably
uh,
take someone like Roy Keane or Gary Neville or something
yeah,
like that.
Sir Alex Ferguson. There you go. Has he
Oh, there
paid
you
on
go.
that day?
I
That's
think Alex
that
Ferguson can pay for your lunch for you.
that's
Depends who's
identified
paying.
your footballing presence then, or your footballing loyalties, Jasper. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man United season ticket holder, him. He's legit. He's not just a Glory supporter. Well, you say
No.
Glory, the shit now, but he's got a season ticket.
Not surprising living in Hartlepool.
Yeah, exactly. We're normally from London, to be fair. So.
Right. So when have you got any plans to be out in Vegas again anytime soon?
We're hoping to still try and get there this year at some point, but obviously this guy works like 14 hours a day, and it's impossible to get any time off. Look, he's falling asleep now. That's how tired he is. Um, but yeah, it's just trying to just get make sure the reward flights align and make sure we can get time off work. So if it's not this year, it's going to be early next year. Um, but yeah,
Oh well,
if not, just go on the cruise again.
I'm sure everybody is looking forward to seeing what you can get up to when you're back in Vegas next time, and I'm sure they will be looking forward to seeing what you put Jasper through in terms of transitions in the next trip.
Do
Now
your
that
performance
you look so happy about it.
Yeah, can't wait. I work 14 hours a day. Sorry, Kev, I can't quite get the time off.
I guess before we finish, the final thing that I just really wanted to say to you two. First of all, thank you for coming on in the window seat. I know
Thank you for inviting us.
everyone will have thoroughly enjoyed finding out a little bit more about you. And the other thing, from a personal point of view, on behalf of Sarah and I, Kev in particular, thank you for being the inspiration to get us vlogging, because you were the one who, on a drunken night in Leeds, challenged us to to set up our own YouTube channel and do a little bit of vlogging. So we thoroughly enjoy doing it, and it's down to you.
And was that the stair situation? Was that the stair? Was that the
We
step?
don't need to talk about the stairs.
Okay, we won't talk about that.
But yes, it was that night.
Well, now look at you. You flourished and you're doing your own thing. I feel like a proud dad.
And will we see either of you in Birmingham over the next few months with the trips up there or down there from you?
Me possibly. He's got a thing for an anniversary, so he can't make
One
it.
of these.
Well, we may well see you in Birmingham in a couple of weeks' time then. But listen,
Yes.
thank you.
I hope there's some good steps.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we didn't get attacked by an emu, which is even better.
Fantastic.
So much, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Drinks, cocktails. Drinks, cocktails.